Well, aren't we getting lazier and lazier on the Lid Show? I mean, look at this setup. But anyways, let's get right into this video. Get comfortable. I'm very comfortable. I want to discuss living more anonymously, because this is something that, I don't know, has been coming up a lot the past couple of days. And, little backstory. I'm sure you guys are all sick of hearing the backstory, but I moved to London end of January. I got married in December. I deleted my Instagram last year, summer? Fall? I don't know. I forget. Anyways, that's the backstory. But to give you some context, I feel like I have been living kind of under the radar these past couple of months. I mean, besides for putting my whole life out on the internet on YouTube, I feel like people in my personal life don't really know what I'm up to or what I'm doing. And the reason kind of anonymity or living more anonymously has been coming up more recently is because I also started a new job and I've been meeting a lot of my coworkers, trying to get closer to them, but I feel like they really don't know who I am, and they have no idea what I do, that I have a YouTube channel, that I like to make music, that I DJ. They would have no idea unless I tell them, and so it's been really interesting meeting new people here in London and being very selective with what I share with people. And it's been kind of fun. So in today's video, I want to discuss kind of how I am trying to sort of live more anonymously as someone who is creative. Because I think those are very two paradoxical types of people. I think it is very difficult to try to be a creative and try to live more anonymously, because ultimately everything that we try to do is to promote ourselves because someone has to do it. If you make music, but you're anonymous, who's going to hear it? If you're a DJ, but you're anonymous, how are you going to book any gigs? And yeah, this is something I also struggle with as someone who wants to, pursue creative things in my life. I find it somewhat difficult to remain truly anonymous. So in this video, I want to talk about kind of my balance and how I am trying as hard as I can. I mean, that's a lie. I have a YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm really trying to remain somewhat private with my life, but at the same time, be out there and be in the open. So anyways, I think this is interesting. I hope this video is interesting for you. Another thing that I'll mention that I also think is a bit important in terms of context is that I have deleted my Instagram before, and I deleted my Instagram when I started university. So I moved to a new country, I moved to Canada, I started uni, I had no social media. So I've kind of already done this rodeo of moving to a different country, not having anyone know you, and reinventing your whole identity. And I think this is probably my favorite part about, kind of being a bit more anonymous online. Again, I will say this just for clarity, for me, YouTube doesn't count, okay? Because when I make videos, in my head, I tell myself that no one watches them, and I never share my channel really with my friends or with people that I know. I never tell anyone about this, so for me, I feel like I'm still anonymous as a YouTuber. So yeah, for me, in my head, I might be delusional, but I'm like, for me, YouTube allows me to create, but to remain anonymous, because nobody I know really watches my videos. I hope not. Anyways, it is so freeing to move somewhere and start over and start a new life, a new career, and get to know people without having any social media, because I can choose what I say to people. I can reinvent myself, and I think that's exactly what I've done in the past. When I moved to Canada, I never used to be an edgy person who likes techno music and wears black. But when I moved to Canada, I kind of completely reinvented myself and became that person. But that's honestly not the person I was before that. And now that I'm here, I'm like, what identity can I choose to show myself to London? It's not like I'm trying to be fake. I really know who I am and what my personality is and what my vibe is, but I don't know, I can be a bit more free in terms of what I want to wear and like what I do for fun. And because I'm not posting about it anywhere, like nobody will know, and there's no pressure to like, I don't know, look a certain way, act a certain way, show that I'm doing so much. So anyways, that is probably my biggest pro with being a bit more anonymous. And I guess by being a bit more anonymous, I mean I don't have Instagram, don't have TikTok. I have LinkedIn. I hate it, but I don't really post anything on there. I might as well make my account private on there now that I have a job. And then I have YouTube, which, you know, is the one place on the internet where I just talk about all of my life problems. But there's no record of me from my university days online, and I think that's fascinating. And also with my YouTube, it's like not really my name, so it's very difficult for, I think, even my coworkers to find me. I hope it is. I hope they don't know about this. I don't think they do. But anyways, this is how I perceive being a bit more anonymous. I think really the main thing is just not having Instagram, and like that will do it. That will make you an automatic loner and weirdo in today's society. Like the other day, one of my coworkers, we were talking about, you know, traveling and stuff, and then she was like, "Oh, can I have your Instagram?" And I was like, "No." Like, I don't have one, I deleted it. And I don't know, it felt kind of like giddy in the moment when I said that, because I was like, she cannot try to find my past, you know? She cannot just like see if we have mutual friends. She cannot know what I used to do back in Canada, like that I used to DJ stuff. She just simply won't know anything unless I tell her. And that to me is like having power, you know? That is, it's just so powerful. I think it's also just a bit more human to like decide what you want to share with people and to actually share stories. Like, let's say I were to travel on a weekend and people don't have Instagram where they can like see stories of like what I did. They have to actually ask like what I'm up to. Like my friends back home are now texting me being like, "What are you doing? Like, how's life? Are you living in London? Are you still married? Like, what's going on?" And it's kind of fun. I don't know. To me, it seems more human. And of course, with being able to reinvent yourself comes the possibility of being able to fail a lot more. Like, I can try different creative things. You know, I can try to shoot a different type of video or take pictures in a different way or paint a picture, which I will never do because I'm horrible at drawing. But I can just attempt to do a lot more things because no one will know if I failed or not, you know? And to me, that's super exciting because, I don't know, I felt like when I had social media, I had this pressure, especially as a creative, to always show that I'm working on something and doing something. Like I'm always producing a new song or I'm always mixing at a different club every weekend. And I felt like I was a failure when I didn't have something to show often. And now I'm a bit more relaxed. Maybe too relaxed, but I don't feel this pressure anymore to do things just to show people that I'm doing things. And, you know, I feel like I can really make art, make music again for myself and not just for consumption. And with that, you know, this just also ties into being less overworked. Like I am overworked, yes, because I am, you know, I have a full-time job and then I'm also trying to maintain this channel and pursue other creative endeavors. So yeah, I'm still probably doing too much, but I feel because I'm not, again, trying to show my accomplishments all the time online and show that I'm a super active, creative person, I'm definitely a lot less stressed. And I don't know, it's just so nice to feel like you can have a day where you're really not doing anything significant. And that's fine. And you don't feel bad because you're also not monitoring what everyone else is doing. Like, I think something that is really dangerous, at least it was for me, was having access to everyone's lives really did not work well for me. And obviously, the more people you follow online, the more chances you'll feel bad about yourself about not doing much because somebody is going to be doing something and posting about it. And you're just going to feel like you're really not doing anything. And it's just such a shitty feeling, and I don't miss it at all. Sitting at home, feeling like, you know, I'm unproductive, I'm not doing enough, and scrolling online and seeing all the amazing things and wonderful things people are doing. So, I don't know, maybe I'm selfish for wanting to remain more anonymous, but I don't know, I just feel like it's such a power move to just be like, hey, one day just go to Berlin and DJ. Which, by the way, that might be happening soon. Shameless plug, but I will share that with you guys later. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like in 2024, I really think people are changing and people are kind of waking up to realizing that showing your whole life online is not ideal in every way. And maybe for everyone to become an influencer is just a bit more damaging than helpful. Yes, we're more connected than ever. Yes, we're able to grow faster than ever and share our music faster than ever, but like at what cost? I don't know. Personally, I'm a bit suspicious of really quick internet fame and how quickly things are moving and how overstimulated we are and how desensitized we are now to people's successes and endeavors, because we're kind of being shown online that everyone's doing things all the time, everyone's achieving things all the time and producing things, and I don't know, it just makes the human experience so much more of a commodity. I don't know how we got to this point in the video, but as usual in, you know, my streams of consciousness, I just will say a bunch of things and then randomly blurt out something that I'm like, wow, that's kind of deep and dark, but okay. It's that kind of video today. But yeah, I would highly encourage you to try to be a bit more private about what you're doing. And, you know, even with people that you're not super close to, they don't have to know everything. You don't have to spill out your whole life story to your coworkers. Actually, you probably should never do that. You know, growing up, my dad always told me that, like, you should remain more private, and he was upset when I got social media. I never really understood him until now. And now I'm just like, a part of me wishes I could go back and erase my entire life from the internet, besides for YouTube, which doesn't make any sense, I know. But a part of me wishes I could go back in time and just really not have a digital footprint sometimes. Like, wouldn't that be so freeing? Probably also very isolating and lonely, but at the same time, like, you could do so much and no one would ever know. Good things. Not evil things, not illegal things. Anyways, thank you for watching up until this point. Thank you for having patience with me on this channel as I try to balance doing everything in my life. And yeah, please let me know what you think about this topic in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.